Hey there, first grade! How's everybody doing today? And welcome back to another remote learning math lesson with Mr. Enzi. Today, we are going to be measuring some length, how long objects are. And you may have your length measured sometimes when you go to the doctor's and they ask you to stand up really straight and nice and tall, and then they measure to see how tall you are. Well, today we're going to practice measuring some objects also. So let's get started as I shrink myself into the corner. Today we are going to be doing grade 1, lesson 4.2, measuring length. And we're going to start off today by making what's called an estimate. Say that word for Mr. Enzi. Estimate. And an estimate means that you are going to make a good guess. So let me show you how we're going to estimate. So you can see that I have a glue stick. Here is my lovely little glue stick. Now, my glue stick here, I want to know how tall it is. And I have some little squares next to it. How many squares long do you think my glue stick is going to be? Take a guess. Do you think it's going to be 1 square long? 2 squares long? 3 squares long? I don't know. It's okay not to be right when we make an estimate, as long as you make a good guess. Now, if you had said to Mr. Enzi, my Elmer's glue stick's going to be 100 squares long, that wouldn't be a good guess. Because you can see on our screen, I only have 10 squares. So my glue stick's going to be smaller than 10 squares. So I want to measure. I want to see how long my glue stick is. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my glue stick sideways. And then I'm going to put my glue stick up against the squares, except they're all going to start at the same spot. Oh, perfect. I started at the very end. You can see it. Here it is. I started at the end. And now I want to color in my little squares. Let's see. My glue stick is 1 square long, 2 squares. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 squares long. So my glue stick is 7 squares long. Did you guess 7? If so, you are correct. Awesome job. Let's see. Today, we're going to look at something called the length. And the length means how long an object is from end to end. So I want to measure my pencil and find the length. I want to measure the pencil from end to end. Now, there's a couple of ways that I can do this, but I want to do it correctly. So you can see that here is one of my paper clips. I wonder how many paper clips long my pencil will be. Do you have any guesses? Keep your guess in your mind. Now, if I wanted to measure my pencil, I could probably just go like this. 1, 2, 3. 3 paper clips equals my pencil. Oh, but that wouldn't be correct. That's not correct because I left some gaps. There's some big holes in my measurement. I didn't measure this part of my pencil or this part of my pencil. So that is no good. Oh, let's see. Maybe I can do this. Oh, 1, 2, 3. I didn't leave any gaps this time. Wow, 3 paper clips. Well, that's not right, because I didn't go from the end to the other end. I measured in the middle. So that's not good either. Oh, I have an idea. Oh, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I love it. 7, 8, 9 paper clips long. Oh my goodness. I started from end to end. I didn't leave any gaps. Oh, this isn't right either, because this time I overlapped some of my paper clips. You notice that my paper clips are on top of each other. Well, that's not good when we measure. We don't want to overlap either. Well, let's see. Oh, I have an idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 paper clips. There it is. 4 paper clips. What? You're right. I have one paper clip that's bigger than all the others. So that can't work. All of our paper clips have to be the same size if we want to measure correctly. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 paper clips. Do you know, this time I finally did it right. I started from end to end. I didn't leave any gaps, any holes. I also didn't overlap. This is a good measurement. My pencil is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 paper clips long. Wow! Awesome job. Let's take a look at my scissors. This time, I'm going to use my pennies to measure my pair of scissors. And I'm going to follow the same rules that I needed when I had the paper clips. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 pennies. I wonder if that's correct. Let's see. I started from end to end, and I didn't leave any gaps, and I didn't overlap. But there's one thing wrong. I didn't measure in a straight line. If I want to measure something, I have to measure in a straight line. Let me try again. Let's see. Penny, 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 penny. So the scissors are about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pennies long. Awesome job. I started from end to end. I measured in a straight line. I didn't leave any gaps, and I didn't leave any overlapping of my pennies. Awesome job. Today, we took a look at measuring some objects. Let's take a look again at our rules when measuring. Remember that when we measure something, we do not want to leave any gaps. No gaps. You can see here, there are some spaces with our pencil. That's not allowed when we measure. Also, when we measure, we can't overlap. Do not overlap your objects when you are measuring. Be careful with that. Also, we cannot use different sized objects. Notice that the paper clip at the end is bigger than my other paper clips. When we want to measure something with objects, we want to make sure we use all of the same exact sized objects. Also, remember that you need to measure from end to end. So you have to start at one end and go all the way to the other end. This example, we're measuring only the middle of the pencil. You want to make sure you measure like this. You have your paper clips that are all the same size. You start at one end, you end at the other end. You don't leave any gaps. You go in a nice straight line, and there's no overlapping. That's how mathematicians measure objects. Awesome job! Today we reviewed measuring length. You're going to have a chance in your seesaw activity to measure some objects. Sometimes you're going to be using the squares. Sometimes you're going to be using paper clips. And other times you're going to be using pennies. I can't wait to see how smart you are. See you soon.